Honorable Raksha Mantri ji, Honorable Madhusudhan Rao ji, distinguished panelists, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you, ASSOCHAM, for the opportunity to talk to you from this very important platform this afternoon. Much has been discussed today, and just session before this, a couple of very important points were brought out, which I want to echo for the sake of importance of those points. One point which has been talked about this today throughout the day was the role of offset to catapult Indian industry into global supply chain. Indeed, offset is a very important catalyst, and it has helped many of our small, medium industries, in fact, even large industries, to get into global supply chain for defense manufacturing. There are several examples, none greater than the one that we have in Hyderabad, where we formed a joint venture with Tatas to make fuselage for world's most advanced helicopter, Apache. Now, it's important to keep in mind that offset was used as a catalyst and not as an entire business case. Because if you relied on offset for the entire business case, we wouldn't be doing this project. We used offset to pull the project in and then put the entire global volume to make it sustainable and for the long run. Now, why is that possible? It's possible because we worked with our partner, in this case, Tatas, to make sure they're globally competitive. What does it mean? It means their quality is better or equal to our suppliers anywhere in the world, that they deliver on time every single time, and they're cost competitive. That is the mantra for us to win. Offset should not be treated as an entitlement. It should be treated as an opportunity to build our capability and capacity to become part of the global supply chain. And so far, that has worked wonderfully for us. There are many examples of good use of offsets to do that. In fact, we have about 24 small medium industries who have performed really well for us. In fact, this year, of the 12 Supplier of the Year awards in Boeing system, and by the way, there are only 12 Supplier of the Year out of 20,000. All those 20,000 include companies like GE, Raytheon, Honeywell. 2 were from India. 2 out of 20,000 from India, and both were small, medium industry. So that tells you the potential of SME in the country, and if they have the right mindset, what we can achieve. I would like to talk about one thing, in the spirit of improving the ease of doing business. Offset management, my good friend Mr. Kanodia in the previous session suggested that why can't we do offset through electronic methods? Why does it have to be a paper-based system? In a day when we're talking about a cashless system, why can't we manage offset in a paperless system? I think world over, people are able to do that. For sake of transparency and efficiency, I think we should be able to move in that direction, and that'll really help improve the efficiency of managing offsets and actually deliver the benefits to the industry in a big manner. I also heard a lot about the topical issue of the new administration in the United States and its posture towards, making in America, and what does it mean for Make in India. Frankly, we have delved a lot about it. From our company point of view, Make in India is a win-win proposition. We have to treat this as a win-win proposition. It's not a zero-sum game. We can achieve the objectives for India and achieve the objectives of the new administration by doing this the right way. How do we do that? You might have noticed that even before he's taken office, he's tweeted about defense companies in America, including our own. And his focus is on cost. It's about affordability. So how do we use Make in India to reduce cost for procurement of US defense services? We're working on that every day. And that is a win proposition for both countries. Second thing he talked about is jobs in America. I think there's a way to create jobs in America and create jobs in India through Make in India, which is a win-win proposition. When we talk about creating, under Make in India, creating a brand new futuristic line for modern state-of-the-art fighter aircraft, we create jobs in both countries. We leverage the technology we have in the US to create jobs here, and we have opportunity to sustain jobs there. So we have to couch this opportunity in a win-win proposition as opposed to zero-sum game. Now, I'll mention two other points in the spirit of keeping on time. The two other points I would say, what does it take to win? We talked a lot about, yes, I got a note about 2 minutes, so 2 minutes, okay. We talked a lot about, why can't we replicate the success of the automotive industry in defense? And the answer is, absolutely we can. But we have to keep in mind, the requirements for defense and aerospace is very different than automotive. Automotive, the gold standards is Six Sigma, which by definition accepts certain level of defects. Aerospace manufacturing is zero defect environment. It requires significantly different of a skill set. We have to invest to create skilled workforce, including the frontline workforce, to get them ready for that. Our personal experience has been where we invested in skilling, it has paid great dividends. We have a factory with Tata's in Nagpur, TAL, where we manufacture the most advanced floor beams composite beams for 787 aircraft. We struggled on that for the first 3 years because we didn't invest enough in skills. Then we over-invested. We took the people in Nagpur to Seattle, brought the Seattle people here. Because of the investment, today the quality from that factory is better than our supplier in Southern California. And that has allowed us to place more orders in Nagpur. So I can go on and on about the importance of skill, but this is the critical missing ingredient to help us become globally competitive, to make sure that the business we earn through offsets, we can keep for the long term and create a win-win proposition. With those, I'll conclude my remarks in the interest of time. Thank you very much for the opportunity.